So one thing that you have to admire with Capcom Street Fighter 6 is the game actually lets you cook. It's one of those games where I think Capcom has understood over the years that Street Fighter has been a very niche title because they never really made it mainstream over the years. It's always been somewhat, within the hardcore gamer, paradigm. Like if you're going to play this game, you got to come in here and you got to know what the heck it is you're doing. Like every fighting game, but the adaptation from the game's arcade to the console aspect has been the transition that I think this game has pretty much, had to deal with. In Street Fighter 6, Capcom has finally nailed it down. They've put the game in a place where anyone can come in, pick up this game, and start playing. Now, I played Mortal Kombat. I've played for a while on and off, and I think I recently got back again into it at Mortal Kombat 11. I could not get into Street Fighter 5, and MKX was out of the question. My wife was like, I don't want our children to see any images of this stuff. So by MK11, I'd already, gotten my act together and got a house with a small office where I could hide the screen and be able to cook or be cooked. So playing Street Fighter 6 just gives me those childhood memories. I don't know many of you, if you know, this franchise is at least 30 years old. I've been playing since I was at least, maybe 4 or 5 years old. I've known about it, but playing since maybe my 7th year birthday. And I remember back in the day, we used to go to the arcades, and some of the arcades would give like a lot of free games to kids on holidays and even days like Children's Day. I know in America we don't celebrate Children's Day, but across the world, Children's Day is actually something that's celebrated. So playing this game as an adult now just feels like Children's Day again. And one really interesting thing too is, regardless of your skill, possibilities, they actually provide some kind of a skill-based matchmaking paradigm where you can go in and you can pick your, novice, beginner, intermediate, expert, and all that stuff, where you can go in there and you can kind of figure out who the heck it is that you are, and you can pretty much go from there. But here's the thing. You got to deal with people who are using the modern controls. I'm not hating on them, but I do feel like, yeah, it really does make them kind of, a little exceptional on the fly, but it is what it is. It's one of those things where you got to get good on your own paradigm, and you have to not be a scrub. You have to let go of all your scrubbiness and, just get the job done and win. And so that's pretty much what I've been learning. I picked up Cammy. She has a play style that is kind of similar to Ken in a sense. I don't know. You guys that are Street Fighter pros, maybe you can tell me, but she's much more fast-paced, much more pressure-based. And the way that she plays, to me, actually just works. I know some of you understand that the design of this character is pretty much a, thirst trap. They're just, Street Fighters anyway, it's provocative anyways, but it is what it is. But I do like the aspect where even if somebody may be using manual controls, as long as that person is not some kind of a lethal, bandit in this game or like a sweat, then, you have hope in a sense. And so you can pretty much, rock their, world if they don't know what they're doing. And you can pretty much go from there. Like this, Kimberly player that I'm playing right now, they just have the one, button paradigm, pretty much using it constantly to do all these anti-airs and all. But, a little bit of that fighting game kind of, carried me in a sense, and I kind of washed them. They probably need to go ahead and kind of understand that the modern controls, they're in a position where they do give you a lot of really cool, control factor, but you do miss out on some of the fun parts of your character, which is interesting. Now, if you're using a charge character like, Guile or DJ or maybe Chun-Li, well, not Chun-Li. Chun-Li, you still need to have like some really cool stuff. You can pretty much enjoy the modern controls. So I'm yet to probably explore them. I don't know if I will. I got myself a little, fight stick thing. I don't know if you heard it, that I'm probably gonna, it's not a fight stick per se, it does have directional buttons. I kind of got it because I'm a noob, and when it comes to Guile and discharge characters like Guile, Chun-Li, DJ, I really need something of that sort. So these are just my impressions of the game, full game anyways. I know I played, we played betas. I think I played the second, I think it was the second closed beta and the open beta, and then I had the demo downloaded on all my platforms, and I played, consistently. It was a treat to basically get that stuff, done and kind of get a feel for the game and learn the game and be able to pick up a character and have a little bit of understanding. I'm yet to watch more tutorials. I remember watching some tutorials from Street Fighter V, but it was on Karin, and Karin is not in this game, so we need somebody in the Street Fighter community to continue to expose a little bit more of these characters and kind of showcase, for new people, some of the techs that we probably don't know. Those of us that have forgotten, not necessarily new, but returning players, what has actually changed in the game, what really makes things rock in that aspect. So that's pretty much where I am in this whole matter. I'll probably come back here with another impression again after a few more hours of play and so on and so forth. And so that's pretty much all I wanted to share today. Thanks so much for watching. I appreciate you guys' time and audience, and we'll talk soon. Pretty much. Peace out.